Hey guys, Viking YouTube here, back to show some more plunder that I've acquired over the last little while. Got a couple nice stacks to go through. Going to do it over a couple different videos. So I'm just going to get started with everything. This first one, I'm sure some will probably say, oh, I'm just jumping on the bandwagon of this band just because, you know, their drummer recently died. But I've liked some of the songs from this band. It's only been here recently. In fact, this purchase here predated that tragic passing. But that is the debut album from the Foo Fighters. Of course, you know, hard rock band from Seattle, Washington, been around since 1994, formed as a one-man project by ex-Nirvana drummer Dave Grohl after their dissolution upon Kurt Cobain's suicide. This is the debut full length on Roswell / Capitol from 1995, and pretty much Grohl does everything on here and produces everything. So really good album, I have to say. This is the first album of theirs that I've ever gotten and actually listened to all the way through, and I really enjoyed it, and I will be picking up more. Next up, an album that's getting a lot of mixed opinions among the metal community, but this is Dread Reaver by Abbot. Of course, you know, Abbot, black metal project from, well, Abbot, formerly of Immortal, been around since 2005 from Bergen, Norway. This is his third full-length album on Season of Mist. It just came out just here recently. I was also really pleased to see that Mia Wallace is back in the band playing bass because I really enjoy her playing. Haven't had a chance to listen to this yet. I have heard the sing off of it. Sounded really good. So, but like I said, this is getting a lot of mixed opinions. Some say it's good, some say it's bad. But this one, I actually did a review of the single for this, and I was very anxious to get this in. This is the new Dark Funeral, We Are the Apocalypse. Absolutely love that album cover. Of course, you know, Dark Funeral, black metal band from Stockholm, Sweden, been around since 1993. This is their seventh full-length album overall, put out by Century Media Records just here recently. Again, another one that I'm kind of seeing mixed opinions on, but if it's anything, you know, like the single, I think it's going to be good. Like I said, I have not had a chance to actually listen to this one yet either. I've listened to this one several times, and it felt like it was taking Amazon forever to ship this and get it to me, but I am so glad that it's finally here. This is a Rise from Worms with their self-titled debut. Rise from Worms, technical death metal band from Canada and US, so the members are kind of split up between the two. Not sure how long this project has been around, but it actually features Steve Tucker from Morbid Angel and Flo Mortier of Cryptopsy amongst its ranks. Put out by Goremaster Records just this year, and this is just some solid technical death metal. I am very anxious for this project to put out some more stuff. Next two are from the same band, and this is a band that I discovered while browsing Facebook. Somebody posted the single from their upcoming full-length album, and I really liked what I heard, so I went back and kind of checked out some songs from their other stuff, and it's like, man, I've got to pick these up, and that is Stardust. And they are a symphonic progressive metal band, from Israel, been around since 2015. Starting things off, we have Sands of Time, and this is their debut full-length album, originally put out independently by the band in 2017. M Theory Audio reissued this in 2019, and really, really good stuff. Definitely recommend it if you love kind of symphonic metal. And then we have Strangers, which this is the one that I actually ended up listening to pretty much all of it on Bandcamp before I decided to pick these up. And this is their second full-length album, put out by M Theory Audio in 2020. Like I said, the band does have a new album, I guess, coming out here soon. They have released a single, and that's what got me into this band. So really looking forward to checking out the rest of that. Another one that I did a review for the single, and this was a no-brainer purchase for me. This is Midnight with Let There Be Witchery. Of course, you know, Midnight, blackened speed metal band out of Cleveland, Ohio, been around since 2003, I believe it is. This is his fifth full-length album out on Metal Blade Records just this year. In fact, just within the last month, I do believe it is. But have listened to this a couple different times, and it's just classic Midnight. If you love their, Athenar's previous stuff, you will definitely dig this one. Next up, this is Darkness Everywhere with The Seventh Circle. And yeah, this is another one that I discovered just browsing through Facebook one day. Somebody posted this in the group, checked out a few songs from it, had to pick it up. But yeah, this is melodic death metal out of Oakland, California. Been around since 2020. This is their debut EP put out by Creator Destructor Records just this year. And yeah, definitely not only a new band for me, but also a new label. They got it here really quick, and I was really pleased with it. And they seem like they got some other really cool stuff that I definitely want to check out. And then finally, these last four all came from Savard Records. I placed an order with them just a little while back. This one I was surprised to see was actually still available, because I thought I had, even though the band hadn't really put out a whole lot, I thought I had pretty much had everything that this band had out so far, but I didn't. This is a Gomagoat with Parasitic Incineration. And yeah, they are or should I say, were a technical slam / brutal death metal band from Rochester, New York, active between 2011 and 2018. This is their debut demo, put out by Savard Records in 2012, limited to 250 copies. So like I said, the fact that this was still available was really shocking to me, but I was really happy at the same time. So now I can finally say I do have pretty much everything that the band put out. Alrighty. Looks like okay. Yeah, here we go. Getting myself all discombobulated there. Next up, we have Habor with Desecration of God. This was a total blind buy. I saw this on there while I was browsing through Savard's site, just trying to, see if there's anything else I really wanted. This looked interesting. I listened to the track that they previewed, and yeah, really solid stuff. This is a brutal death metal band from, where is it? Canandaigua. I probably totally butchered that. New York. Active since 2004 up until, I don't exactly know when. It does list it as being split up, and this is their lone demo that they put out, released by Savard Records in 2006. So I don't know. Not sure how long they were around, but they put out a really solid demo here. If you love good, solid, brutal death metal, go check out Habor. And finally, the last two here, both from the same band, and this is kind of the reason that I ended up making this order. The band in question is Perceptions of Torment. Yeah, brutal death metal band from Gulfport, Mississippi. I want to say they've been active since at least 2015, because that's when their first material actually came about. But yeah, let's see here. Starting things off, we have Hymns of the Grotesque Mind. And yeah, this is their debut EP, originally put out by the band in 2015, which makes me think they've been around since at least 2015. It actually had two different pressings back then as well, put out by the band, but this is a Savard Records reissue from 2021, limited to 100 copies, so really glad I was able to get this. And then there's the second one that I got is actually, again, I saw this on a group in Facebook, jammed it on Bandcamp, really dug this, but this is Elegance in Postmortem. And yeah, this is their first full-length album put out just this year by Savard Records, so another solid 2022 release. But yeah, again, really good brutal death metal. If you love brutal death metal, go check out Perceptions of Torment. And yeah, that is going to do it for this first part. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, and until next time, stay brutal.